Welcome to the Home-Based Business Success Podcast. And good morning. This is Ralph with the Home-Based Business Success Podcast. I've been doing some reading in Napoleon Hill the last few days, and I've really been getting into this. I've gotten into Think and Grow Rich, a classic text, excellent book, and at the same time, I've also gotten into The Law of Success by Napoleon Hill. It's 15 lessons. It's billed as 16 lessons, though, but according to the contents, it's got 15 lessons of explaining the law of success. And this is, some well thought out, excellent material on mindset. The mindset that you've got to get into if you really want to be happy and successful at anything. And one thing that I've been overlooking in my own life, I always used to emphasize, do something you love, be happy at what you do, and then you will be successful. It never really dawned on me, though, and it should have. I live around enough people that fit this description, but it never really dawned on me that you could be around successful people. Pretty successful people. Millionaire or close to millionaire level, who would be completely miserable with themselves, with their life, with their business. They've got all the trappings of success, but they're miserable. They hate their life. And according to Napoleon Hill, and what I've been reading in his books, and he's got quite a few good books out there, you really need to be happy in order to be successful. And there are people out there, too, that are just happy. They're broke, but they're happy. Are they successful? Well, maybe. But you could be doing better. But in this podcast, one topic that I read about in Napoleon Hill is a burning desire to succeed. And I want to deal with that topic throughout the remainder of this podcast. How is it that having a burning desire to succeed is essential, really, to finding success in your own particular business, be it home-based or otherwise? And how is it that people who don't have a burning desire to succeed often end up failing? And this is really a key point of mindset, that if you just set your mind to the fact that I am going to succeed, I am going to do this no matter what, failure is not an option. I am not leaving myself any way of getting out of this. I am going to go through it. I'm going to go through this successfully. And by God, who's going to stop me? And if you have that mindset, odds are you are probably going to succeed. And if you don't succeed, then odds are you are going to learn a lot from that experience, so that the next time you try, you probably will succeed. And if you don't succeed then the next time you try, and the next time you try, and the next time you try, by God, eventually you are going to make it. Because you have a burning desire to succeed. And in my own experience, I thought about getting my own home-based business going for many, 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 many years, probably going back to when I was in my 20s. And I thought, wouldn't it be nice to be able to find something that I could do from my own little apartment that I could make money with, so that I didn't have to get up in the middle of the night and drive into work and and work nights in a grocery store and have to earn money that way through hard work, sweat, and pulling the vampire shift. But I never really had a burning desire to do anything. So hence I didn't. I didn't try even to find something I could do from home. First of all, I didn't have a clue as to what I would do. Second of all, I really didn't have a burning desire. I mean, I had a job that was paying my bills, and I hated it, but it was paying the bills, so somehow I thought, well, that's going to be good enough. Having a burning desire to succeed was the furthest thing from my mind. And I really had that mindset of just getting by for about a good 30, 40 years. And it was really when I was up in my 50s, about 2011, let's just say I was 50-ish. And it was at that point that I really began to see that working for somebody else outside of my own home, having to drive into work, and I mean like miles into work, with all the things that I had to accomplish at home, with the price of gas, with all of the challenges and struggles that I had in my life that were building up seemingly against me, I really did not have the time to go out working for somebody else. I really didn't have the proper transportation with which to do that. I had been struggling and struggling and struggling for a low income for so many years that our family transportation had just turned to crud. Let's just put it that way. Did not have a dependable car, did not have dependable transportation. And so I really felt at one point in time that my back was against the wall. And I had to revisit that dream of building my own home-based business. But this time, I didn't have a safety net. I didn't have the luxury of saying to myself, it's okay if you don't make it this time because there's always something else that you can get into. There's always something else that you can do to make money with. No, this time my back was against the wall. I could see that failure was not an option. I had a lot of people depending on me on the home front. And I knew, okay, this is what I can do to earn money from home. And these are the consequences that I'm going to have to face if I can't accomplish this job, this end. And so finally, with that attitude back in 2011, I began to make money at my own home-based family business. And we've been making money at it ever since. We've had to fluctuate a little bit, kind of rebrand ourselves from time to time as market conditions changed. But, we've grown through it all. We've made it happen. And it only happened because I finally found within myself a strong reason why I had to succeed and a burning desire to succeed. A strong enough desire to succeed where I could say to myself, failure is not an option. I have got to get out there and I've got to make this home-based business work. And in my own personal experience, that's what allowed me to turn the corner. That's what allowed me to find my own level of success. Now, in my dealings with other people on the internet, I have run across several people that have yet to find their burning desire to succeed. And they have yet to find their own success in their home-based business. One guy, I'm not going to name any names because quite frankly that would be wrong, and quite honestly I can't even remember the guy's name. It's been so long ago. But a couple of years ago, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, I ran across this guy on a internet forum, and we were talking about home-based businesses. I was pitching him my offer. He was pitching me his offer. And his offer looked pretty good. I mean, he had a business opportunity that he was in that looked good. I use it even to this day to help me build leads and pitch my business to other people. But we got talking, and we got talking about, okay, how well have you been doing in your home-based business? And up to that point, my home-based business, it wasn't really a six-figure income or anything like that at that time, but it was paying the bills. And I'd been working it full-time and living off of it full-time and paying the bills off of it full-time. And he heard me say that, and he just shook his head. I couldn't see him shake his head, but he must have shaken his head, because the answer I got back from him was, man, I wish I could do that, because I've been doing this home-based business gig for 20 years, and I haven't gotten into profit yet. And it wasn't because he was into a bunch of junk. The one offer that he pitched me that I ended up joining under him was a pretty good one, a pretty darn good offer. And I can't imagine why he wasn't making money with that alone. But no, he'd been doing this for 20 years, and then we got talking a little bit more. And he said that anytime he saw something that he might be attracted to, he'd, try it out. It was like $25, a $30 business, maybe even a $40 or $50 business. He might jump into it just out of curiosity, see if it worked. But he was kind of a guy that was just chasing after shiny objects. He was approaching his home-based business like a hobby. And he'd be looking at home-based businesses, and he'd be thinking to himself, this looks fun. I might try that. But he didn't really approach any of his home-based businesses as a serious business. He was more or less just a hobbyist. I'll go after this shiny object, see what it's like. Then I'll chase after this shiny object, see what it does. And then that shiny object over there, I'll go chase that too for a little while. Maybe I'll chase 3 or 4 different shiny objects all at the same time and see how that works out. But he didn't really cultivate a burning desire to succeed. It was always just doing something out of curiosity, and if he didn't succeed at it, that would be okay, because it's been 20 years. I haven't succeeded yet, so why break a perfect record, right? And if you're going to find success in your own chosen field, whatever that may be, you've got to be approaching it with a burning desire to succeed, and just eliminate failure as an option. A lot of people, when they start a new business, when they start a new enterprise, before they even get started in the business, they will begin making up excuses as to why they won't succeed. And then, lo and behold, they never succeed. I wonder why. But instead of dreaming up excuses as to why you are going to fail, why not be working on cultivating a burning desire to succeed? Something that is going to make you want to get up in the morning and go to work and just do what you have to do whatever is needed to be done in order to find your level of success. And if it's something that you are happy to do, that is even better. I am in full agreement with Napoleon Hill that you've got to incorporate happiness as part of your success. To be successful and have a lot of money and be miserable at the same time, that's not success. But if you're doing something that you love, if doing that thing makes you happy, brings you happiness, or even better, if you're already happy and you're just looking to, take that happy energy and feed it into your business and make money with it, well, that's even better. But you've got to find a way to do that. But with a burning desire to succeed, you can go ahead and you can do that. You can make things happen. And if you're not cultivating a burning desire to succeed, if instead you are making up excuses even before you get out of the starting gate as to why you are probably going to fail in this business, then you've got a lot of mindset work to do, because the mindset that you carry into your business is the energy that is either going to attract people to you or push them away from you. And when people are looking to join other people in a business enterprise, people do. They join other people. They don't join companies. They look at the energy that a person has. And, they're going to want to join somebody that's got good, strong, positive energy. They're not going to want to go into business with a loser. People love winners. People want to hitch their wagon, so to speak, to a winner. People don't want to waste their time following people that don't have a clue, that really don't have a desire to succeed, that are wishy-washy, that don't really care one way or the other about their own personal success or the success of other people who join a business under them. So if you want to find your level of success, work on the mindset, work on that energy, work on cultivating the energy of a burning desire to succeed. And don't start out thinking, who's going to help me do this? Instead, just start out thinking, who's going to stop me from accomplishing this end? And then get out there, do what you can, and do it. But you got to have that burning desire to succeed. And just say to yourself, failure is not an option. I'm going to make this no matter what. And then once you do that, once you cultivate that mindset, you're going to become a force to be reckoned with. Okay, so that's today's topic. Thank you for dropping by. This is Ralph signing out. Be back at you later with another topic, probably out of Napoleon Hill. Until later, take care and best wishes in your home-based business enterprise. This is Ralph signing out.